Alright, hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. I wanted to do a video to go over the latest Miyo-i3 release, which is based on Devlin Beowulf. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it, okay? So let's open up, I'm going to open up the release notes and go over them. So let me get to those really quickly. Oh dear. Documents, release notes, okay. And let me see if this will cover over my beautiful face or not. Okay, that worked, good. I just went full screen on it. Alright, here we are with the release notes. Special note for non-English installations, how to have a better experience. Just your usual basic blah 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 stuff. Please be aware that this build is based on Devlin Beowulf. Beowulf will be the next stable release of Devlin. However, it is still considered as a testing release at this time. And even though I have been using Beowulf for quite some time and it's been very stable, there is still the possibility for bugs and or breakage. So just be aware of that. So here are the actual release notes. Alright, in addition to D menu, Miyo-i3 also includes the graphical P menu. Let's see, let me go, I'll open up P menu because I did make a few changes from the way the menu looks in the ASCII release. So let me go ahead and open it up. And this will give me a chance to show what you get, or some people might view it as what you don't get in Miyo-i3. Alright, here are the changes that I made. I went ahead and added a quick link to the Mio accessories, the lock screen, and the exit menu. So that's a new addition to this P menu. So what do you get in Miyo-i3? Not very much. Get mousepad as a text editor, nitrogen. I'll go ahead and open that in just a moment so you can see what few wallpapers I included. I did not include very many at all. In preferences, Conman UI setup, that's what you use to connect to your wireless network. Customized look and feel. Now, one of the changes I made in this release, since GKSU has been deprecated, I went ahead and I made a desktop file for customized look and feel as root. So it's going to be found in the menu, either this menu or if you open up D menu, customized look and feel as root, or customized look and feel root account. And all that does, anything you do in this application here, it's only going to affect the look and feel of the root account. Keyboard and mouse, monitor settings, notifications. Again, I did away with Dunst and have the XFCE4 notifications running, and the XFCE4 Power Manager. Sound and video, I made a desktop file for the Awesome Mixer, which brings up one of the release notes. There is no pulse audio or PAVU control in this release, and hopefully if you need pulse audio and PAVU control, hopefully when Beowulf is actually officially released by Devlin, you'll be able to install it then. might be able to even install it before then. It all depends on how soon they get it working. It's not working very well at all right now in Beowulf. Okay, simple screen recorder and GUVC view I added. You don't get those pre-installed. Under system, BleachBit, file manager is PCMan FM, GDebi, GParted, LX Terminal, and Synaptic. And that's all you get. It's up to you to make it your own. Oh yeah. So there you go. And like I said, I added these items here. Now I also changed, instead of using i3 lock, I'm using Slim lock to lock the screen. And well, I'll go ahead and do that. Show you what the lock screen looks like. And hopefully we're still recording. When you lock the screen, it'll tell you the user that's logged in. And down here you just type in your password and the screen is unlocked. Alright, now let's go back to the release notes. Alright, log out, restart, shut down, etc. Whether you use the exit menu or the keyboard shortcuts, I do have keyboard shortcuts for log out, reboot, and shut down. And I think my exit menu must have opened up behind this. But anyway, whether you use the exit menu or the keyboard shortcuts, all this warning is right here. When you use those, it's just going to do it immediately. You won't get a warning saying, are you sure you want to log out or whatever. Pulse audio and PA view control are not installed. I already talked about that. How to enable sound with ALSA if you have more than one sound card. And I had to do that on this computer. I give instructions, very easy. It just takes like maybe 1 minute. Then you have to reboot. It didn't even take me 1 minute. I just have to copy and paste a command into the terminal and then reboot, and I have sound. Alright, the startup sound, if you don't like the startup sound, I don't blame you. If you don't want to hear the startup sound, I give instructions on how to turn that off. Very easy, just put a hash mark in front of it in the i3 config file. How to enable the firewall with UFW. The slim display manager usage. And I give some basic tips and hints on how to use the slim. If you're not used to using the slim display manager, that is the display manager that I chose to use in this build. You can reboot and shut down your system from slim, even though it's not obvious. You can also have slim either automatically show your name. Out of the box, you have to type in your username and then type in your password. You can have it set so it automatically shows your name, and then all you'll need to do is enter your password. Or you can have it log you in automatically if you want to. And I give instructions. Check out the conf file in etc slim.conf. Regarding the use of Compton, if you're going to make any changes to the compton.conf file, please make a backup of it, because using Compton on i3 is pretty tricky, and you can make one wrong edit and render it useless. So just make a backup of that compton.conf file if you're going to try to edit it. And that way you can always return it back to where it was and start all over. Okay? I did include the update notifier. If you've watched previous videos, I've pretty much explained the update notifier, what it is, what it does, and what it doesn't do. It's basically just a notifier. It will let you know when you have updates, and it will let you know what updates are available, but it's still up to you to actually update and upgrade your system manually through the terminal or Synaptic. I did include a key binding for opening a web browser, even though there's no web browser pre-installed on the system. There is a key binding so that whatever your system assigns as the web browser, that is the one that it will open. Alright? How to change the mod key. Now the mod key is set as Alt right now. If you would rather it be the Windows key, you can do that. Very easy. You just have to make one small edit on the i3 config file. Volume control. Let me go to another. Volume control. This, if you can see my mouse moving, the volume control is right here on the bottom bar. And the way this works, you just scroll up or down on your mouse wheel to change the volume, and that's all there is to it. Now if you'd rather have an actual volume icon, you can install volume icon also, and it'll sit down here in your system tray. Of course, now you'll have to enable it in the i3 config file, but there is that option. Regarding Hibernate in the exit menu, like all releases, I do not include Hibernate, even though it is part of the exit menu. If you want to use Hibernate, you'll need to install the Hibernate package. Screenshot. The print screen button on your computer will take a full screen screenshot and place it in the pictures folder. Okay? I included the Papyrus folder script. I've been doing that lately on all the releases so that you can change the color of the folders in PCman FM or whatever. If you use a different file manager, it'll change those colors. Editing i3 blocks. Now, on the previous version, I had a quick link in the Mio accessories to edit the i3 blocks conf file. Since GKSU is deprecated, I did try making a PKX execute exec, you know, one of those things. I did try making a PK exec file to do this so that I could still include it in the Mio accessories, but I could not get it to work. So if you want to edit the i3 blocks, and if you don't know what I'm talking about this bar along the bottom here. If you want to edit that, you'll just need to open your terminal and enter sudo mousepad /etc/i3blocks.conf. I give that in the release notes. You don't have to remember that right now. And lib GTK3 Pearl. Alright, let me talk about that for just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Yep, that menu opened up behind. Oh dear. Let me close. Lib GTK3 Pearl. What that is, it helps with debconf windows. And I originally had that package installed, but, well, the reason I had it installed is for basically the installer. When you get to the part of the installation where you enter your locale and your keyboard and things like that, it would open up a debconf window, a GUI. Well, thanks to GTK3, the debconf windows were going completely off the screen. You couldn't even get to what you needed to click on. So, there's ways around that. You can send it to another workspace and use it there. But what I decided to do, I removed libgtk3 Pearl, and now that part of the installation of Miyo-i3 is going to be done in Ncurse's windows. So it's not ideal, but at least you're able to get to everything. And I hope that doesn't bother too many people. It's exactly the same. It does exactly the same thing. You just have to use your arrow keys and your tab key and your space bar to mark things, okay? I hope that makes sense. I will try and do an installation video maybe tomorrow, sometime this weekend, if things go well. So I think that about covers it. Let's see, I didn't go over the Miyo accessories. Let me go ahead and show those. Still get the calendar. The calendar will appear down here in the lower right hand corner of the screen. Conky controls, Compton controls to turn Compton on or off, touchpad controls, the live keyboard layout I'm leaving on there, the default key bindings. At some point you should look over those default key bindings, because it basically tells all of the default key bindings that are in use on this system. You can have a quick link here to the i3 config, so you can edit that. You can edit the conky and edit the compton.conf file, but like I said, please make a backup of that if you're going to edit it, okay? Alright, so that's about it. This is Miyo-i3 based on Devil and Beowulf, and it's ready now. I will put a link where it can be downloaded on SourceForge. But basically what you'll do, you'll go to the 2019 releases on the MiyoLinux site on SourceForge. Go to the 2019 releases, click on the i3 folder, and when that folder opens, there will be another folder called Beowulf. So click on that folder, and that's where these versions can be downloaded. There is a 32-bit, 64-bit, and a 64-bit EFI version. So that's about it. I know this was kind of quick, but maybe it'll help some people get an idea of what they're getting into, because it's i3, baby. You guys have a great day, great weekend coming up. Thanks a lot. Take care. Okay, hello everyone. If you've continued watching up to this point, thank you. As has become my custom, I try to do a celebratory song to celebrate the momentous occasions of the releases of MiyoLinux. And as I was working on this latest release of Miyo-i3, I was pondering the situation, and I thought, what song encapsulates all that I've been through to produce Miyo-i3 based on Devil and Beowulf? Because it was really a struggle. You might be aware that I've also been doing some online classes that I have to finish because of my job. So I was going back and forth between online classes and working on Miyo-i3, and I was often faced with the difficult task of, should I work or should I work on Miyo? Should I work on these online classes or should I work on Miyo? And then it hit me. Should I stay or should I go? By the clash. Oh yeah. But instead of should I stay or should I go, it's actually should I work or should I Miyo? And I need to clarify something, because my fingers are just a little too big for this teeny weeny toy guitar fretboard. I'm going to use a very little known mode. If you're familiar with music theory, you have different modes, and you have to get really deep into music theory to find out about this mode. It's called the Miyoism mode. And basically what the Miyoism mode is if for some reason you want to change something around and play it differently, you can. You can make it your own. Or some people might refer to it as fake it till you make it. So, because of the size of this fretboard and because of the size of my fingers, I'm having a little bit of trouble swapping between some chords. So I'm going to fake it and use the Miyoism mode and substitute one chord for another one. But you'll still get the overall effect. So without further ado, to celebrate this momentous occasion of the release of Miyo-i3 based on Devil and Beowulf, here is Should I Work or Should I Miyo? On the toy guitar. Here we go. Should I work or should I Miyo? There you go. I butchered it in one spot, but hey, that's okay because I used the Miyoism mode. You guys have a great day, great weekend coming up. Thanks for watching, and you guys take care. Thanks.